So if you want to get birthdays in your area and you want to market to them new, tell them you want the woman in the house or the women birthdays. Response goes way up. Now, you can do men too if you want. I'm just telling you there's a higher percentage will respond. The women will do a lot better. Perfect example is my wife a few years ago. One of the restaurants in our area got her name somehow, probably the same way we're talking about doing it, and sent her a certificate for free dessert if she came in during the month of her birthday. Free dessert. What do you think that cost them? Maybe $1. Maybe $1. There were 6 of us there. Several bottles of wine. And everybody had dessert. A lot. I paid the bill. That's right. Okay? And you know what I kept hearing? We got to go there. I got to get my free dessert. Us guys will blow that off. The women, they're just different. They're just different. We shouldn't be talking to them the same way. We should be looking at places to utilize it. Someone asked about getting more women in. There it is. They sent him a buy one, get one free. They made him jump through hoops. They put something on there. Just give it to them. How many people go on their birthday by themselves? Not many. Some take 6 other people with them. Yeah, we did. We did. But seriously, how many people go by them? And there's a lot of people who look at that. Oh, there's the catch. I got to buy one to get. That's not a gift. That's not something you're giving me. I'm giving you better value because you are a regular customer. Because they're not used to that.
Exactly.
They're not used to that.
They're studying your ads. They want to know what's the catch. Where are you going to screw me?
And folks, that's exactly right. You guys are thinking that in this room when you came here Friday. Some of you might still be thinking about what's the catch on this thing he put out there. I know that. I get that. And your customers and clients and prospects are the same way. Don't put those things on there. They will suppress response, and you won't save any money. Those ones that don't come in, you have no chance of making money on them. And if you send 200 out and 2 people come in for free oil change or free dessert, so what? So if they normally would pay $129 for that brake service, say, or whatever, put $129 and put warranty minus $129, zero. So they realize what's going on, okay? They need to know that. And that's right. Take the catches out. And, you know, if we give a 12-12 or 24-24 and it comes in with 25,000 miles, we're taking care of it. But we got to let people know that we're doing those things. We got to put our warranty up there and up front, okay? What else we got? Affluent versus non-affluent. If you're in an area, Jim Deerholt talked about his area, the mean income doubled when he moved his shop. You can't talk to those people the same way. Giving them a free mini iPad means zip. Zip. If they want one, they go buy it. Pardon me? Right. They've already got the full-size one and probably the latest one. The point is, that's not what's important to them. Okay, if you're in a blue-collar area and they get a free iPad or mini iPad, that's cool. That might be something they wouldn't buy themselves or they haven't gotten it yet. What's important to those people is more recognition and the fact that you show them appreciation. They love showing up in your newsletter. What's that? Oh, who said that? Convenience. That's right. It's way more important to them. They almost expect it. People who aren't affluent don't, but it's more important to them. Convenience is huge. Hassle-free. How many of those people will come in and say, just fix it. I don't want to know. Just fix it. Okay? They don't want to be bothered with it. You can't talk to them the same way. If you want to do a promotion. I had an attorney once I recognized as a client of the month, I played golf with him. He was jumping up and down on the golf course. Hey, I'm client of the month. He's telling everybody. It's true. It's true, but they're stone-faced, stodgy, stiff people, right? They're all people, okay? But that meant more to him than him getting some free thing that he could have went and bought if he wanted to or probably already had. Boomers versus non-boomers. Folks, number one population segmentation as far as money. That segment of people controls more money in the economy than any segment out there. By far. And they're growing. Do you know, for a while back, boomers took over Facebook? Are you aware Facebook was started for college kids to kind of stay in touch? Especially female boomers. And they're not the same as they used to. We used to avoid marketing to them because all they ever do is drive to church and the grocery store. They don't put any miles on their cars, and so on and so forth. Well, I like is it the Toyota ad on the TV where the daughter comes in and goes, they have to get a life. Here, I've got a Facebook page for them. Meanwhile, they're driving off with their mountain bikes attached to the back of the car. Right? They're not like they used to be. They're out doing, moving, spending money, traveling. If you're not figuring out a way to go after those people, you should. You should. It's worth it. And again, they want to be taken good care of. They have very low tolerance for poor service or being disrespected by your person on the counter. Ooh, that's not a good one. Okay? What media they respond to, it's different for different groups. Boomers still read. A lot of boomers still read. Yes, they've gotten online, but a lot of them still read. A lot of them are still getting the newspaper delivered to their house. A lot of them are online, okay? But if you're going after the 30 to 40 market, don't advertise in the newspaper. A lot of them don't even know what it is or where to find it. They don't want any parts of it. The language you use, it's important. Don't go up to a 55-year-old and say, dude, got a problem with your car. Not a good approach, folks. You just disrespected them. I'm not your dude. I'm serious. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I'm dead serious. You could get in trouble doing that because you're a young guy. If you went up and duded some 55-year-old, where's your dad? Okay? It's serious. And what's important to them is different. Boomers, same thing. Convenience is important to them. Less stress. They don't want the aggravation. They don't want it. They don't want to be disrespected. I just told you why boomers. They're a huge part of the economy. That segment of people right now is huge. It's part of the concern with the government because they're all falling into that category of being eligible for retirement, Medicare, Medicaid, all that stuff. But they're still spending money. Ooh, what did I do? Clients who have referred. This is another big one. You want to pay attention to this. You want to treat them differently if they've referred someone to you. That's big. For somebody to refer someone to you, that is big. I got to tell you, it's very, very big. Because a lot of people, the reason they don't refer is they're afraid to go out on the limb. They're afraid if they refer their brother-in-law to you and it doesn't work out well, they'll never hear the end of it. Right? The brother-in-law's the worst. They're the worst. Okay? Or if they refer their coworker to you, every day, yeah, that guy you sent me to, $1,800 later, or yeah, that guy you sent me to, I got my car back, had grease on the floor, on the carpet, had grease on the steering wheel, I got it on my suit, I can't believe this. 3 months later, you're still hearing about it. That's why a lot of people won't refer. They're afraid. So when they do, that's special. Here's the other thing. People who refer once and it goes well are more likely to refer again. People who refer and they have a good experience, they're more likely to do it again. They went out on the limb. It was okay. You rewarded them. Yes, you want to reward people who refer to you. And it's different depending on your clientele. Don't reward them with something from your shop. Don't reward them with a free oil change. You know why that is? In their eyes, you have no investment there. In their eyes, you have no investment there. You just gave them something and you were cheap about it because you have nothing invested. If you give them a $25 gift card to a local restaurant, they know you pay $25 for that gift card. If you give them a $20 gas card, they know you spent $20 on them. In their mind, they're not thinking, well, he had to pay that technician and he had to pay for that oil and he had to pay. That's not how they see it. That's stuff you already have on your shelf. You have no expense. Don't go there, especially to your affluent people. Okay? People who come to you as a referral are more likely. Now, this is big. Pay attention. This is why you want to segment these people out and talk to them differently. Here's what happens. If I refer Greg, he's more likely than anybody coming off the street to refer someone else because that's how he came in. He had a good experience. He doesn't have those concerns because that's how he came in. And as we know, referrals are generally better clients. But the guy who refers a lot of times will be quicker to refer someone else. And here's the other thing. The referred customer, a lot of times Greg is a better customer than I am. Okay? We know that statistically. The person who referred them, they're better than the person who referred them. So you got to treat referral people the right way. You got to talk to them a little bit differently. You have to reward them. You have affluent people. Recognition is a great way to do it. Put it up in your shop. Again, on the dry erase board, we want to thank X, Y, and Z for referring their family, friends, or relatives to us. That recognition, someone will come in, say, wow, Phil was in. I see Phil referred somebody. Wow. Phil's pretty particular about who he uses or who he refers to. If Phil referred somebody, they must be okay. Okay? All right. That's what I have for you, folks.